Alrighty, we're gonna get into it. Hey guys, what's up? How you guys doing on this nice day? Hey Deadcorn, yeah, long time no see. How you been? Been having a good new year so far? We are going to get right into the end of DANGAN RONPA, which is very exciting. It's been a long time coming. Jesus Christ, this is the longest it's taken me to finish a DANGAN RONPA game. Oh, fuck. Good, me. It's been pretty good. I'm, yeah, thriving. Hopefully getting a new job soon, so I'm waiting for that to start up. A body has been discovered, exactly. I don't know if it's visible, but I got my little, mini Maru back there. We have to give him love. I realized he was invisible on my desk, so I decided to put him in my background. Okay. So, we finished up with the final trial of Mukuro Ikusaba last game. And now we are headed into the final chapter, I believe. Well, final chapter and then epilogue, but yeah, so this will be probably a longer stream. Missed you. Did anyone die in chapter 3? Chapter 3? Do you want me to, like, say it? Because it might spoil it for you? Or, like, I still have chapter 3 on my Twitch or my YouTube if you want to go watch it. But if you want me to just say, I could just tell you. But yeah, chapter 3... What was chapter 3? Chapter 3 was... Oh, I remember. Okay. So this is gonna be a longer one. Yes, tell me. Okay, so chapter 3 was, from what my memory serves, was Celeste's trial. So that was, Celeste was the Blackened, and, I just blanked. Sorry. She did a double murder. She had, used Hifumi, basically, to kill, Taka. And, after Hifumi dealt with Taka and everything, she killed Hifumi. And basically it was like a double murder and it was this big whole thing. So we did that, and then chapter 4 was Sakura. And then chapter 5 was Mukuro. So yeah. Okay. I realized that might be too low. There we go. Alright. I think we could get on into it. Let me switch over to live scene. It's working? There we go. Alright, awesome. Let me know how volume is and everything. Adjust my mic a bit so I'm a bit louder. There we go. I know I'm gonna get louder once I start talking, so I don't want to make it too much louder. Okay, so chapter 5 end. Here we go. Crazy. Chapter 5 was nuts. It was pretty intense. Alright. Let me actually check the levels on that. Hold on one second. Because I always think it's louder on my end. No, not Sakura. I know. I love Sakura so much. She's amazing. But she did it to help everyone else, so it's okay. Okay. It should be okay volume-wise now. It always seems louder for me than I know it is on the stream side. My dumbass realized there's a way I can fix that. Okay. That should be okay now. Yeah, alright. Awesome. Let's get on into it. The ultimate despair. A group of people who caused the tragedy 1 year ago. Those same people put together this killing game and began broadcasting it around the world. I've been watching the YouTube. Bet. The most desperately awful group of people ever. That is the Mastermind's true identity. Our enemy has finally been revealed. But right now, we have to get out of this horrible place. Figuring out the rest of the story can come after. Yeah, you're right. I've been one. Oh, fuck, it's Spank Bob, damn. It's locked, but we have a way to open this door. Do I have to fucking talk to her again? It's a new chapter! Fucking hell. Kyoko, do you still have that one thing? Monokuma's secret tool that you got from the headmaster's room?
Indeed.
Of course I do. It's an absolute vital part of ensnaring the mastermind. I would never part with it. And it can open any door at the school, right?
That's right.
We should be able to use that door, right? It's not SpongeBob, it's SpankBob. Awful. Hey, Kyoko, we can use the key of yours to open this door, right?
It's true.
Let's find out. Oh. Kyoko took out the key with the Monokuma design on it and slid it into the keyhole. And then... Yes, it opened!
Indeed.
And now we can get out of here. Let's go. Sounds good. My friend called me SpankBob's shit. Spit pants. Jesus Christ. That's a lot. We quickly opened the door and made our escape from the garbage pit. Jesus fuck, this game, talking in this game just makes me yawn and hiccup all the time. Also, new people in the chat, we have some new Sad Bear Point things that you can redeem. My friends just call me Cammy. I got a Monokuma teddy bear. It's the name that's gonna carry me to partner. Amazing. Wait, hold on. I have to grab my Monokuma teddy bear. Wait, one sec. Oh. He's not in frame. Only, There we go. There we go. There we go. Here he is. I need to find a place for him that he's visible, because he's, like, all the way over there normally. I'll just put him here, I guess. I don't even know if that's visible. Wait. Where's my mouse? There it is. He's kind of visible. Oh, shit. I need a way to, like, get him on my shoulder or something. Hang him from this. Hang him from the ceiling. Oh. We don't want a dead Monokuma. We only want that sometimes. Like, at the end of this chapter. How much would it screw you over in games if I banned glasses? With this, I'd just have to be really close to the screen because I have to read. But, like, with Minecraft, it would kind of screw me over quite a bit. Or, like... Yeah, I don't know. Alright. Finally. We were finally free. But there wasn't even time to breathe, take a breath of relief. Because the real fight had just begun. Interesting. I already see the brain churning on that one. Here we go! So good. So excited for this chapter. It's fucking insane. Strap in! After leaving the garbage pit, we found ourselves in a tunnel and exiting straight up like a chimney. There was a metal ladder leading up into the tunnel. We started climbing the ladder, intent on reaching the surface. Fuck. The ladder was impossibly long. I couldn't even see where it ended. We climbed into the darkness. The passage was so dark and cramped I couldn't even see my own feet beneath me. I had no idea we were so far down.
Hey.
Don't lose your footing. If you slip, I won't be able to catch you. Yeah, I'll be careful. Most of the best clips are from your Minecraft. I know, they're fucking nuts. Minecraft's just hectic now. But now that you said that, I'm getting kind of nervous. Hold on one second. Alright, bet. Okay. An amazing angle, yes sir. Anime. Shading under the skirt like it's a fucking void. We love that. That's what's under every girl's skirt, is just a fucking void. Maybe talking will help keep my mind off of it. So Kyoko, there's something I wanted to ask you. You said you're the ultimate detective, right? So how long have you been doing detective work? How long?
So...
Ever since I can remember. I come from a long line of detectives. Detective work is in my blood. There was a time when being a detective was considered a sacred duty. My family's always seen it that way. Then is your family famous?
Wrong.
Quite the opposite, actually. Even among actual detectives, many people haven't heard of us. Huh? But how come? It's like your family tradition, right? So...
Right.
The shading is to hide her girl penis. Exactly. Joke's on men, we actually have bigger dicks than all of you. Because we take pride in it. Pride?
Indeed.
A detective is neither light nor shadow. We represent neither justice nor evil. That is how we can uncover the absolute truth. We stand neutral in all things, and to do that, we have to stand separate from the rest of society. Nice. Which is why we've made a conscious effort to conceal our existence. How did you know? A conscious effort?
It's true.
Oh my god. It's kind of an old-fashioned. I can't say it's entirely rational, but it's our family creed, and we do what we must to protect it. Because, like I said, it's our source of pride. Pride. So that explains. Before I came here, when I looked up info about the school online, I never saw anything about her. Because she hid herself on purpose to protect the pride of her family.
However,
Big Bob didn't come here to talk about his dick size. He came here to be verbally abused just the way he likes it. Hell yeah. That's what anyone comes to my chat for. I'm struggling today. Holy shit. Alright, there we go. And yet, I gave up some of that pride. Huh? In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. But the reason you gave up that pride, the reason you would go so far to enter Hope's Peak, it was because that's how much you wanted to reconnect with your dad, right? There's no shame in that.
What?
Reconnect? I had absolutely no desire to reconnect with my father. The name changes are amazing. Huh? But you'll be reuniting after all these years, right? You wouldn't have had you would have had so much to talk about, Jesus Christ. There's nothing I want to talk to my father about.
However,
there's something I want to say to him, though. What? No matter what it takes, I have to find him and tell him, face to face. What is it?
So...
I want to sever all ties with him. Sever? The last time I saw him, I was still very young, so I don't remember myself, but apparently he was extremely intelligent. He was in a long line to become the next head of the Kirigiri family. He was talented, he had a promising future.
However...
But he had no interest in detective work, so he cut himself off from the family. Not long after that, my mother died and he simply ran away. He went to my grandfather and they had a huge argument, and as young as I was, he left me behind. I'm sure there was a reason for that. I'm sure your dad wanted to take you with him.
Right.
If that's true, then I need to thank him. Thank him for leaving me. Because unlike him, I take pride in the work I do. I take pride in my family name. So every last part of me is happy he didn't take me with him. If I'd gone with him, I never would have had a chance to become a detective. I was above Kyoko on the ladder, so I wasn't able to see her expression. So I couldn't tell. I couldn't see how she looked when she said that, what she might have been feeling. All I could tell was that compared to her usual self, she was more talkative and more emotional. I don't blame him, you know. He had his own life to live. That's what anyone in my position might say, right? But it's not true.
However...
When you die in the void, you just die to an anime girl's skirt. Exactly. That's what happens when you fall off a world in Minecraft. You just fall into the anime girl's skirts. But there's one thing that I can never forgive. Really?
So...
The way everyone else looked at me. I was never sad about being left behind, like I said. I think it was a good thing.
However...
Yes. But when the rest of my family looked at me, they saw something different. They only saw me as the little girl that was abandoned by her father. That's how they see me, even to this day. His shadow has been following me my entire life. I'm sick of it. I need him out of my life. I need to step out his shadow.
Correct.
That's why I need to find him, to tell him we're no longer family. In order to settle the past, in order to remove him from my life forever, I have no doubt he forgot about me years ago. But your family, to just cut him out like that...
Wrong.
Our only connection is through blood, nothing more. Are we connected by heart and soul? No.
Hey.
Is blood really enough to call someone family? Only connected by blood, not heart or soul. I was so shocked to hear her say something like that, I didn't know how to respond. So instead, I said nothing. I just kept climbing the ladder in complete silence. And after I don't know how long, we finally reached the top. Can we have a civilized discussion about fishnets? Yeah, we can. Go ahead, shoot. Dude, I fucking love fishnets. They're great. Looks like this is it.
Indeed.
On the other side of this door, Hope's Peak is waiting for us. We're back.
That's right.
Remember that hatch on the ground near the trash room? I'm fairly certain that's where we'll come out. Pros, fishnets. Cons, none. Exactly. I unlocked it earlier, so it should open without much trouble. Well, here goes nothing. I reached my hand up and pushed against the hatch. The hatch opened with ease, and so... Yeah, we're back! Looks like we're back.
Phew.
But I can't believe how long that ladder was. I'm exhausted. I can't exactly say we're safe and sound, but at least we're out of there. Knock, knock. Who's there? Now we're back in Hope's Peak Academy. Kyoko, thank you. I never would have gotten out of there without you. Bruh. Bruh who? Was that part of it? No thanks is necessary. I was just returning the favor. Alright! Bruh, dumb. Okay. Y'all save your fucking points, I'll draw you something. Jesus fuck. Stop using a hydrate. I put a cooldown on hydrate though, which is helping me quite a bit. So now what do we do? I'm glad I didn't die, of course, but if the mastermind finds out, and I'm worried about you too, you helped me, so they might...
Listen.
You're worried? Yeah, of course.
So then.
Then let's just let's get a concrete answer. Huh?
In other words.
Let's ask Monokuma if there's a problem with you escaping. Wait, that's...
However.
If we try to hide, it's only a matter of time till we find out. And it's not like we can run away. I don't want drawings, I want the glasses. Okay, understandable. As she said that, she pointed at a nearby surveillance camera. So you're saying rather than stressing out over getting caught, we should just give up now? Don't worry. What you think is going to happen isn't. Because the mastermind is the one that's ensnared. The mastermind is ensnared? You said something like that before. What does it mean?
So...
The mastermind stood exposed during the investigation into Mukuro's death. Mukuro, fuck. There was a moment where the mastermind let their guard down. There was?
Right.
If we can talk to Monokuma, we can confirm it. And it'll be better for us if we go to him directly before he tracks us down. That should help with our negotiations. I'm still a little, super uneasy about this. I just sat down, dude. I'll do a knuckle crack. I don't want the glasses or the drawing, I want the ooh-woo voice. Fuck's sake. Yeah. Okay. But we don't really have a choice, do we?
Indeed.
The ooh voice intrigues me, but the 2021 is the year I cause chaos. Alright, bet. I'm for chaos. Monokuma should be in the gym.
Shall we go?
Let's get going. Let's go! Let's go talk to Monokuma. And hopefully my Monokuma voice is better today, because it was god fucking awful last time. I don't know what happened. It was the pits. Just sprayed water everywhere. Good shit. Yo, I should make one of the things just a Monokuma saying anything in the Monokuma voice, because that's fucking funny as hell. Say a body has been discovered. We might need to again. I don't know.
Well now.
Alright. Kyoko, I don't mind so much. But Makoto's supposed to be dead. What is he doing here? It's still bad. Okay. I don't know what's wrong with my Monokuma voice lately. I can't get into it. That's exactly how I thought he'd react. Are we really gonna be okay? You were supposed to be punished. Did Kyoko help you?
What?
So what if I did? What will you do? No, it's great. Oh, God. It usually is better. I don't know what my problem is. If the guilty party is exposed during the class trial, they alone will be executed. It's unfortunate, but it is the rule. So now I gotta punish you again, and this time I won't leave anything to chance. Kyoko,
Right.
do whatever you feel you have to. What?
However,
But before you do, let me just say one thing.
now.
If you execute Makoto, that means you lose. Not that that matters to you, right? I lose? You! Explain yourself! What do you mean by that?
Because
Well, you set up this latest class trial yourself, right? I was getting in your way, so you wanted to execute me.
in other words,
I was supposed to be chosen as the blackened and then executed, right? Hey, what are you talking about?
however,
But when Makoto chose to overlook my lie, your plan came crashing down. The results of the trial weren't at all what you were expecting. Because you never imagined that in that position, one person would protect another like that.
right.
And in response to that unexpected development,
Indeed.
you reacted by proclaiming Makoto the blackened and trying to execute him. You made the choice out of desperation, no more than that. You must have realized that Makoto, who refused to be manipulated, was a threat to you as well.
However,
But then there was another unexpected development waiting for you. An entire entity that would throw a wrench, so to speak, in your precious execution machinery. Alter ego. You never imagined the possibility of a being that could come in to our aid after you'd killed it.
am I wrong?
Now, here's the absolute truth. Makoto didn't kill Mukuro, you did.
Listen to me.
See, executing Makoto for it would surely be a violation of your rules, which I know you love so much. If the blackened is exposed, they alone will be executed. That is what you told us, right? And that means I lose? You talk a big game. You say the blackened is me, not Makoto.
Well,
And you can prove this, right?
Well,
No, I can't. Don't just say it like that. What is this, a comedy routine? To make such a bold claim without a shred of evidence.
that doesn't matter.
I don't have any right now, but with a little more time, I guarantee I'll find some.
That's right.
Because no matter how deeply you try and bury it, there will only ever be one absolute truth. And now you're trying to talk like some kind of famous detective type.
Because
If Makoto really was the killer, he never would have come to you willingly like this. He would have feared for his life, feared another execution. He would have tried to run and hide. He would have been gripped by the despair you so love to inspire.
however,
But here we are, confronting you with nothing but hope in our hearts.
what the heck?
And that's supposed to be enough to convince me in the absence of evidence?
indeed.
Hanakuma is my brother. So you're Monami? It's not you I'm trying to convince. If you were to execute Makoto now, everyone out there watching this would be extremely displeased. Mudakuma? What the fuck? Huh?
Indeed.
Imagine what everyone out there would think if you killed Makoto. They would assume that you killed him because we said what we said was exactly right.
Listen to me.
Despair can never kill hope.
Hey,
Of course, you can say we're just making this all up. You're welcome to prove us wrong. No, you have no choice but to prove it. Because if you kill Makoto without proving your own innocence, you'll be accepting your own defeat. If you want to earn our despair fair and
that's
square,
what we have to do.
then I suggest you take my advice. So, what is this advice of yours?
It's true.
To do Mukuro's trial over again. Only this time you follow the school regulations to ensure a fair trial.
It's time for one last showdown. One final battle between
Oh!
hope and despair.
We love it!
Hey,
Well, that would make for a proper climax, wouldn't you say? A fair trial, one last showdown. In other words, this would be our chance to expose the true identity of Mukuro's killer, of the mastermind themselves. But what reason would the mastermind have to accept the challenge? They'll probably just execute me without another word. Interesting.
Barrett!
Very interesting indeed. Barry?
What's wrong?
Oh, I was getting bored, so I decided to change things up a little. So time for bear jokes. Now, what were you suggesting might be possible? It would certainly make for more honey of a climax.
in other words,
enemy. You always stream while I'm working? Oh, I'm sorry. Why are you always working while I'm streaming? What the fuck? How's work going? Oh my god. Does that mean you accept?
You guys!
If we do things your way, that will be enough to convince you and the viewers, right? And it would cause you unbearable despair, right? Then I'm prepared to agree to your terms. Will your hope win out, or will my despair claim victory?
I can barely contain myself!
Oh my god. Let's have one final grisly showdown! He agreed. Then we still have a shot at this.
Bear it!
But this was a long-awaited climax, right? Just guessing the killer is barely a fitting end.
Guys!
Very busy, obviously. That's not fun. I mean, it's Starbucks, so. So, for this final face-off, you have to unearth all the mysteries that have been buried here. All the mysteries? That's right! Every last mystery that's pawing around the school. If you can do that,
I can barely contain myself!
then that'll be enough to qualify as a victory for you.
It's true.
That's what we've been trying to do all along. Okay, well, good. Then let's bear it all. If you can claw your way to the truth of Mukuro's death and solve the mysteries of this school,
You guys!
then you win. But if you can't do all that, we'll face execution, right? I can barely contain my excitement. When you learn the whole truth, what kind of despair will you show me? We're as excited as you are, I'm sure.
Listen to me.
When we've uncovered every last truth, how will the ultimate despair reveal their own despair? I honestly can't believe how this all turned out.
Hey,
But before we get started, I want to clarify one thing. Do you remember the rule? When one student kills another, that's when a class trial is held.
What's wrong?
I remember that for sure, so what?
hey,
I just wanted to confirm that is what you said, right? And it's a true statement. You don't have to be suspicious. I've said it before, but it bears repeating. Everything is based on the school regulations. And having a trial for Mukuro is no exception of that. Huh? Mukuro's trial is no exception. Then it's part of the regulations? Which would have to mean that whoever killed Mukuro... It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants. All of them have been high school students. And the only people to take a single step into Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. What?
listen.
My mom is yelling at me, no. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not fun. Are you telling the truth? Why'd he go so quiet all of a sudden? I'm done talking. I got nothing left to say to you. So get lost, would ya? Why so mad? He seems emotionally unstable.
Hey!
Leave me alone. Get out of here. Okay, I'm going. You're really gonna let me go? I don't even care anymore. You're gonna get your punishment later anyway. I need to start getting it ready. A super duper extra special punishment overflowing with despair. Oh my god.
Hey,
Come on, Makoto, let's go. Okay. Oh, we're alive. Oh, walked in, say why watch this depressing stuff. It's not depressing. Oh, rip, Cammy. Thank you. See you later. Talk to you later. Have a good day. Monokuma's unstable laughter seemed to cling to us as we walked away. And just like that, we were out of the gym. I could hardly believe it, but somehow I ended up not getting executed. I still had my life and we still had a chance. Overall, things turned out way better than expected. Once again, I was in Kyoko's debt. Kyoko, thank you. Everything I have right now is because of you.
However,
Don't thank me just yet. The real battle is still ahead of us. Yeah, true.
whew,
But still, I'm glad it worked out. I wasn't sure if the enemy would accept my proposal. But honestly, why would the mastermind agree to that? I mean, they don't stand to gain anything from the final showdown, do they?
so
They had no choice but to accept. Huh?
because
It's all because of that one moment that the mastermind let their guard down, like I said. So, when was it that the mastermind let their guard down?
so
I wasn't there to hear it myself, but do you remember what the mastermind said? They said that they had hijacked the airwaves to broadcast our school life to the outside world, right? Yeah, they definitely said that.
listen.
And what do you think you think when you heard that? Pretty hard to believe, right? Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, the idea of actually taking over the airwaves seems unbelievable.
Indeed.
You don't exactly read about something like that happening very often, so it's hard to imagine. In other words, that kind of thing is extremely difficult to pull off.
However,
And yet somehow the mastermind was able to do it.
in other words,
But think of it another way. There must have been some reason they had to do something that difficult. A reason?
so
They had to show the world something, no matter the cost, us killing each other. They wanted to show the world?
it would seem
The mastermind has been very adamant about not killing us directly, but forcing us to kill each other. And all the rules and regulations were designed to encourage that. Yeah, that makes sense. If those stupid regulations didn't exist, nobody would have killed anyone.
in other words,
So the mastermind's ultimate goal was to make us kill each other and show that off to the world. But why?
correct.
To prove a point, most likely. Prove a point?
Hey,
The outside world has a name for the students of Hope's Peak, right? A certain concept. You're talking about hope, right?
that's right.
And for those of us who represent hope to kill each other and sink into despair, the mastermind wants the world to see that and try to prove that despair is better than hope. That's their goal as the ultimate despair. What? They want to prove that despair is better than hope? But that's ridiculous.
It's true.
You're right, it is ridiculous, completely irrational. It's the kind of thing that nobody but those who call themselves the ultimate despair would devise. That group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. But is that really their only reason for making the rest of us suffer?
Makoto,
I know how angry it must make you, and yet, that same motivation is what led to the mastermind revealing their weakness. What?
in other words,
Because their goal is to broadcast this killing game to the world. The mastermind has had to be more particular than is reasonable about their own regulations. If the mastermind simply ignored their rules, this would have been a game but a one-sided slaughter.
at the very least,
At least that's how those who were watching this would have seen it. And that's why the mastermind couldn't kill any of us themselves.
indeed.
That is precisely the reason. Bruh, some customers. Oh, dude, I know. Being a barista sucks. Not gonna lie. Tell me the wackest customer you've had if you can divulge. I want to hear. I haven't had barista stories in a while. That is precisely the reason. No matter how much they hate what I'm doing, I hadn't violated a single one of their regulations. Junko broke the rules, so she was punished. But in my case, they couldn't lay a finger on me.
Right.
So instead, they tried to use the class trial, following all the proper rules to get me killed. Also, I finished V3 yesterday, very pog. Makes me so hype watching this. Dude, I'm so excited to move on. My plan is to watch Ultra Despair Girls, or play Ultra Despair Girls next. But I was told to watch the DANGANRONPA 3 anime first. So I'm gonna probably do that, and then I'll play Ultra Despair Girls. Because, so the plan is tonight we're gonna start Detroit Becoming Human. Hank and I are gonna co-stream it. So we're planning on doing that. So I think we're gonna go through Detroit Becoming Human first, and then I'll start Despair Girls. That'll give me time to watch the anime and all that shit. They began a trial that didn't have a right answer, then made me out to be the killer. But even that didn't work.
It's true.
Yes, thanks to you. And due to that failure, the mastermind took yet another risk. They attempted to kill you instead, who also was not the killer. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world... Oh no. I'll check it out in a bit. Hold on, actually, one second. back into it. And when that fact was exposed on live TV to the entire outside world, the mastermind had to accept your suggestion?
Indeed.
To prove to the world that despair is better than hope, they have to defeat us in perfect form.
In other words,
It would only do the mastermind harm to have it shown that they'd violated their own regulations. Pardon me. I'm hiccupy. But all that was a hunch, right? And you were still able to get the mastermind to accept your challenge?
however,
Well, it's only thanks to you that we got that chance, because you believed in me. Another path opened up. Still, I can't believe how much of the mastermind's thoughts and plans you were able to figure out. I didn't even have the slightest clue.
wrong.
In the end, though, I couldn't prove any of it. It was just my reasoning. Essentially, I was making a bet. But it looks like I got it right. This time, at least, I won the bet. She let out a quick sigh. I took it as a small sign of relief. To be honest, I hadn't been that nervous in a long time. I totally couldn't tell you were nervous at all. You seemed totally confident from the moment we decided to go talk to him. Well, presenting a strong demeanor is a fundamental part of negotiation and persuasion, wouldn't you say? Plus, if I showed my uneasiness, that would have just made you that much more uneasy. Yeah, you're probably right. How pathetic.
However,
Anyway, we can't relax just yet. All we've done is earn another chance to fight. We have to win this time.
correct.
Everything we've gone through will have been for nothing. You're right. If we can't defeat the mastermind, it'll cost us our lives. There's no option except to win.
Hey,
But before we begin our final battle, we have to tell the others what's going on. True, but now we know who the real enemy is. All we have to do is work together with everyone to destroy the mastermind. Work together with everyone.
however,
Is that really possible? Huh?
anyway,
Anyway, right now, we have to go find the others.
shall we go?
They're probably in the dorm somewhere. Shall we go? Alright, bet. Yeah. Back to the dorms where we came from. Yeehaw. This scene, this upcoming scene, is so fucking cute. It's so fucking cute. Probably one of my favorite scenes in the game. And suddenly, we were greeted with... Ew. You again. Is he broken?
Whew.
I suppose his emotional instability reached its limit. Not reading that. Jeez, what the heck?
However,
I wonder what that was all about. I couldn't help but let out a sigh of relief. Ah. Yay! This scene is so good! They're all so happy!
You guys!
Yay! Wait,
It is! There's no two ways about it. That's Makoto.
that's so cute.
You survived?
Jeez, you're like a stubborn little cockroach, you know that?
I'm just asking to make sure.
You're right,
but
Byakuya.
You're not a ghost, right?
Everyone was there. All my friends who had struggled together and survived. As soon as I saw their faces, I couldn't help myself. I started to tear up.
What?
Wait, what's that smell?
What the heck?
Yeah, man, that seriously stinks. It's Makoto. He smells like a wet dog. Get away. Shoo, shoo. And in a flash, my tears dried up. You stink. Are you rotten? Rotten physically, mentally, every way you can be rotten. Sorry, I was rolling around in the garbage for a while. This smell is so smelly. Super smelly. You smell even worse than me. Way worse than me. I win. She seems happy for some reason. So, what have you guys been doing while I was gone? Well, we figured that since the trial was over, we'd have access to new places again. And? No dice. All the rooms that were locked before were still locked. So there weren't any new areas? Then where can we go to find clues? I still can't believe you survived. Yeah, me neither. Do you realize why it is you escaped execution? It was Alter Ego. He saved my life.
That's right.
Not too many people can say that they had their lives saved by a computer program. I imagine it was a learning experience for you.
Yo.
Sure, Byakuya. Makoto, what was it like hanging out in the spirit world? I didn't go to the spirit world.
You know?
Did you get to talk to her? Who? Miss Cleo. No, I didn't talk to her. I mean, I didn't go to the spirit world. I mean, who the heck is Miss Cleo? Alright, we did our rounds. There's no time to indulge in an extended happy reunion. We need to explain to everyone what happened with Monokuma.
Yes.
Explain? Explain what? But is it okay that you're here? What if the mastermind catches you?
It's true.
It's related to what we have to tell you all. I need to tell you all about the last class trial.
Huh?
Last class trial?
In other words,
We're going to redo Mukuro's trial.
Huh?
What? Seriously?
How about that?
What's the point of redoing it? Makoto killed her, right? No, I didn't do it, like I keep telling you.
wrong.
Makoto isn't the killer, and of course it's not me or any of you. My hair's pissing me off. Hold on. There we go. Then who is it?
I see.
What she's saying is it was all the work of the mastermind.
Huh?
What? You're saying the mastermind killed Mukuro?
That's right.
It was all an elaborate trap contrived by the mastermind. Makoto spotted the trap in time and did what he had to stop it.
However,
But his decision meant that he would have been the one to die.
What did you say?
How about that? You spotted the trap, did you, Makoto? You made it sound like it was easy. I just, you know.
however,
But executing Makoto, who wasn't the Black End, is a clear violation of the school regulations. The rules state that only the Black End is to be executed. The mastermind broke their own rules. Which is why I went and negotiated with them to have the trial one more time.
Huh?
And the mastermind agreed? Does that really mean they didn't, they really did break the rules? They had no choice but to agree. You used the TV broadcast to gain leverage you needed, didn't you?
correct.
Very observant of you.
Naturally.
I recall what you said at the end of the last trial. When you said, now it's the mastermind that's ensnared. That's what you were referring to?
Don't be mean.
Hey, I'm totally in the dark here. For anyone who doesn't understand, you can ask Kyoko to explain it again. Later. So, knowing all this, what do we do now?
About that.
It's about who killed Mukuro, right? So our job is to expose the mastermind? But there's more to it than that, correct? Yeah. For us to win this time, we have to solve every last mystery surrounding the school.
Huh?
Every last mystery?
But
But we've been looking around all this time and we still don't know anything, right?
Anyway,
You've probably guessed already, but if we lose this time, everyone dies. Everyone?
I hate you.
Hey, who said we could agree to those terms without talking to the rest of us? I'm fine with things the way they are. I'm fine living here forever with Master. I, meanwhile, want to get out of here as soon as humanly possible.
anyway,
At this point, the only way for us to survive is to unravel the truth.
Interesting.
In other words, one decisive final battle. A rather interesting development, I'd say.
But
Figuring out who the mastermind is and how they killed Mukuro and all the school's mysteries. It's a pretty tall friggin' order. Maybe, but this time the trial is different. We know who our enemy is now. So if we work together and search as hard as we can, I'm sure we'll solve all those mysteries. I'm not so sure about that. Huh? I can't agree with the idea of working together with everyone. You can't agree? Why not? I mean, working together with everyone seems like the most obvious way to solve all the mysteries.
indeed.
That's what I thought too, at first. Until Monokuma gave us that little hint of his. Hint? It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
I see.
Monokuma said that, did he? Then Kyoko's opinion is perfectly reasonable. But why?
So, in other words...
If the mastermind really is the one who killed Mukuro, and as Kyoko says, then the mastermind would have to set foot in this school, right? Monokuma could possibly murder Mukuro, but there's no way he would have disguised the scene like that.
In other words...
But according to Monokuma, the only people who have set foot in Hope's Peak are the 16 students who have been taking part in this killing game. Then the mastermind is... There were 15 students in the main hall at the very beginning. And in Mukuro, you get 16. So the mastermind would have to be one of them?
That's right.
And of those 16 people we started out with, the only ones still alive are the people standing right here. Need I continue, or do you get it now? You're saying the mastermind is one of us?
No way!
You can't be serious. Wait, we can't say that for sure if that's true yet. Monokuma might have just said all that to confuse us.
Indeed.
It's certainly a possibility, but only one among many. The mastermind being one of us is also a possibility. And that is one possibility I can't ignore. Yeah, they're ultimate, right? That ultimate despair must be a high schooler. You can't say it's not possible. But if one of us was the mastermind, they'd have to be controlling Monokuma somehow, right? But did you ever see anyone acting suspicious anytime Monokuma was active?
Well,
Maybe they snuck off and controlled him in secret.
but
I don't care how sneaky you are. I would have noticed someone sneaking off that many times.
I'm right, right?
Then maybe Monokuma has an autopilot. Maybe they loaded up all the dialogue and actions beforehand. In that case, there's no way he could have had all those back and forth conversations with us. Well, it wouldn't be entirely impossible if they directed the flow of the conversation. Pardon me. Well, maybe, but still. Nighttime.
This is a school announcement. You've all probably figured this out by now, but at this point, the killing game has now entered true ending mode. So, in the name of fairness, I will unlock every room in the school. Look wherever you want. Solve the mystery in whatever way you see fit. Then we can all meet up at the class trial, okay?
Okay. Holy shit. How very magnanimous of him to unlock all the rooms.
That's fine.
The time for talk is done. Now we need to begin our investigation. But I was planning on working alone from the beginning anyway.
In the name of my
At this
family.
point, I can rely only on myself, on the Togami blood flowing through my veins. I have no time to worry about the rest of you. Each of you must uphold your responsibility. Well then. After making his final statement, Byakuya left the dining hall. Master, he didn't take me with him.
Hey,
Do you blame him? Without Master, the rest of you are like coffee with cream without the cream or coffee. You're totally useless. So, bye. With that, Toko trudged out of the dining hall. And now she's gone. And you're gonna go off by yourself, right, Kyoko?
Indeed.
That's right. Which just leaves Makoto, Hina, and me.
you know,
In that case, I'm gonna go by myself too.
just a second.
Wait, how come?
how about that?
Just wait and see. I'm gonna use my totally awesome spirit power to figure out the mastermind's identity. Okay. Laughing loudly, Hiro left the dining hall. Everyone's really gonna go off by themselves? What about you, Hina? I guess I'll do the same thing.
But,
I mean, it's not that I don't trust everyone, you know?
'cause,
But-
I mean,
Up till now, I hadn't really been all that useful. I just depended on Sakura and everyone else. You're not useless. You hadn't been here. I would have died. Makoto. That's really nice of you to say. But still, I know I've mostly been totally useless.
okay.
So I figure at least here at the end, maybe I can find something that'll help us all get out of here. So I'm gonna go off and do it all on my own. Okay, see you later. Hina was in surprisingly high spirits as she dashed out of the dining hall. And once again, it's just us two.
Indeed.
Alright. Are we gonna talk to her, or? So you're gonna go off on your own too, right,
However.
Kyoko? Well, don't misunderstand. Just because we're going on our searches separately doesn't mean we can't still work together.
So,
That goes for all of us. I think I see what you mean. Doing our own investigation doesn't mean we can't work together in the end. I should just see it as us splitting up to cover more ground. And then we can come to back together and share what we found. Yeah, that's right.
so then,
Well, I'd better get going. I have an endless list of things I need to check.
Correct.
Monokuma said all the doors in the school had been unlocked, right? So we should be able to investigate every nook and cranny in the school. Pardon. I have another hiccup. Okay, I think I'm good. We can visit all the places we couldn't before.
Makoto.
No matter what it takes, we have to uncover the truth, by any means necessary. With that, Kyoko was gone, leaving only me. I don't have time to waste either. I have to begin my search. I still can't believe the mastermind might be one of us. So, that's what I have to prove. I'll prove that the mastermind isn't one of us. I'll expose the mastermind's true identity and solve the mystery of this school. And then we can all escape together. Hey! It's time. I guess I'll start by taking another look at Mukuro's Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Once we find out who killed Mukuro Ikusaba, then we'll know who the mastermind is. So where should I start my investigation to figure out who killed her? I guess I should start with the rooms that were locked up until now. The headmaster's room, the biolab, and the door in the data center with Monokuma's face on it. Oh, and the second floor of the dorms where the gate was down before. That should be open now, right? After that, I'll have to double check the areas that were connected to the murder, which means the garden and the dojo. Okay, time to get started. Places to check has been added to the Truthbook section of your handbook. Alright, let's go! Let's go to the second floor of the dorms first, since we're here. Hey, look at that. The gate's open. We can finally check out the second floor of the dorms, which means I have to do it. Let's go. This is the second floor of the dorms? It looks like some ancient ruins. Or, no, it's more like a battlefield, like a bomb blew up here or something. Spooky. Wookie. Whoa. The bed is completely torn apart. I mean, it's not even really a bed anymore, it's just garbage. Yeah, coins. I opened the door just a crack, glanced inside, and immediately closed it again. There wasn't even a hint of a bathroom, just a big pile of rubble. Oh, I misclicked. Fuck. Hello? Sorry, my game fucked up. Alright, where are we going? Yeah, alright. Guess there wasn't much in there. This is the girls' bathroom. Even in a place like this, I can't bring myself to go in. Rip. Sucks. Yeah, nothing in here. It's a nice bathroom, though. It's a giraffe! I love just the random spray paint. It's fantastic. This room is filled with lockers. It must have been from the Hope's Peak students who came before us. The class before ours must have used these lockers. Wait, I have to leave first, yeah. This room doesn't really feel like a student's room. It has more adult atmosphere.
Correct.
It's the headmaster's private room. Kyoko!
Indeed.
I've been through this room several times already, but I still have one little regret. So I decided to check it out one more time. Huh? A regret? Kyoko looks almost meek right now. She must be thinking about something. I probably shouldn't bother her. Okay. There's a PC on the desk. It must have belonged to the headmaster.
It would seem...
Whoever used this last, it looked like they were very interested in the ultimate despair. The PC still had some search results left on it. Then we might be able to get some info on the ultimate despair.
However...
There's not much, though. Nothing we don't already know.
In other words,
The ultimate despair isn't one individual, but instead points of some kind of group. That group is responsible for the tragedy which happened 1 year ago. They're the worst sorts of people whose driving force comes from despair.
however,
And that's all there is. Not much to it, is there?
whew,
But I guess that's the best he could do as a complete Kirigiri failure. But any information about the mastermind is helpful, right? I appreciate whatever info we can get our hands on.
correct.
I see. That's a good outlook to have. The ultimate despair has been added. Good shit. The desk is home to a computer. It must have belonged to the headmaster. Nice. A leather chair. I can't imagine a student using something like this. It must have been the headmaster's. Huh? There's a strange gap in the wall. Is this some kind of design mistake or a construction defect or something?
So,
There's a gap here, but not just any normal gap. I can feel a breeze coming out. A breeze?
indeed.
There's likely an open space on the other side of this wall. Open space, does that mean... You mean like a hidden room? I think I might know how to open it. You know how to open it? Did you figure something out or a trick or something?
Indeed.
A very easy trick, yes. So easy I'm not sure you can even call it a trick. I saw a program on that PC that I think controls it. Enter the right password and the door should open right up.
However,
But I don't have a clue what the password might be. All we know is that it's probably made up of letters and or numbers. We can't really go from there. You're right, that's not nearly enough to go on.
it's true.
I looked through all his paperwork, all the files on the PC, everything I could think of. I learned more about him than I had any desire to, but nothing that might have been his password.
Whew.
When I think of how much time I wasted on this. Jeez. So there's a hidden room she can't get into. That's what she meant to by regret? I think we can assume that there must be some kind of clue waiting in there. But maybe for her, there's more to it than that. Anyway, if I want to get in there, we need to figure out the password. And if Kyoko can't figure it out, no way do I stand a chance. No, wait, there might be a chance. The password could be... Hey! Cheesitos? I hope I pronounced that okay, but thank you for the follow. Something Kyoko wouldn't have thought of, or something she didn't want to think of. For example, what about your name?
What?
Huh? Oh, sorry, I was just trying to think of what the password might be. I'm sure she hadn't tried it. I mean, it's totally understandable. After the way she talked about her dad, the idea that he would use her name as his password, knowing how she is, I bet the idea never even occurred to her. Do you mind if I try it, just to be sure?
Well,
It's not like you need my permission. If you want to try it, try it. Do whatever you want. Okay. You know, I'm glad I thought of trying Kyoko's name. But if that's not it, it might just hurt Kyoko even more.
hey,
If you're worried about me, Makoto, don't be. I already know that your guess is wrong. Okay. In that case, here goes nothing. I collected myself, then turned to face the computer monitor. Let me just type the password here. I typed her full name, Kyoko Kirigiri. My hands were tense, slightly trembling, and as I finished typing it in... Okay, sounds good, Dad. Whoa! What? That did it? Kyoko, it worked!
why?
Kyoko? Without looking at me, she disappeared into the hidden room, looking grim. Kyoko. Hey, Kyoko? You didn't drink enough water. I'm drinking enough water. Leave me alone. Oh my god. See? There. Hey, Kyoko? I may as well not even have been in the room. Her gaze was fixed only on one thing. A present? Wrapped and covered with such joy. That's what made it so unusual. There's a brightly colored box here. It seems totally out of place in here. The more I look at it, the more suspicious I get. Should we open it? I'm kind of getting a bad vibe from it. But I mean, we can't not open it. Okay.
Makoto.
Be careful, Makoto. Why? You think it's dangerous? No, not dangerous. But surprising, probably. I'm at 2.6 thousand points right now. It would be funny if you had to drink 26 times. I put on a cooldown for that exact reason. Yeah, dude. I put on a cooldown. I think it's like every 10 minutes or something like that. Good job. Thank you. Huh?
It would seem...
If it is what I think it is, at the very least, it's not something you'll be happy to see. Wait, so you know what's in there?
Anyway...
Just don't scream or anything, okay? Are you saying it's something that'll make me want to scream? Okay, I'm just gonna open it. You Keanu-proofed the hydrate button. It's not just you that's been doing it, it's Nick too. I Nick-proofed and Keanu-proofed it. Step by heavy step, I approached the box. I took a deep breath, then took a hold of the lid. Slowly, ever slowly, I lifted it up. Light began to sneak its way into the box. I stole a hesitant glance inside and... Kyoko's advice was no use. I let out a trembling cry. What was in the box? It was bones. Human bones. It was the last thing I expected to find in such a bright, joyful box. I mean, who could have possibly imagined?
I see.
Just as I thought. What? What was in the box? It was wrapped up so nice, so I never would have guessed what was inside. Human bones? Alright, Kyoko. Just as you thought, how could you have known that? I mean, there were bones in here, human bones.
Wrong.
Well, it's not that I was thinking of the bones specifically. I just had a feeling it would be his body. That was pretty much the same thing, a dead guy in a box! My father. Huh? What about him?
Correct.
What you found in the box? Those bones? That body? That's my father. Or at least what's left of him. Are you serious? This is Kyoko's dad? The same man she's been searching for. Hold on, how do you know that for sure? How do you know that's him?
So...
Given all the information we have already, that's the only possible answer. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now. It's very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. Alter Ego said that the headmaster was probably here in the school, but only ones who were alive at the start of the killing game were us 16 students. When you put those two ideas together, it doesn't take much to assume
In other words...
that most likely my father was in this school, but he was also dead. That's my assumption anyway. As Kyoko explained her analysis, she was completely calm. Or no, she wasn't calm. She was only trying to seem calm. She said it was just as she thought, so she knew it was a possibility. But I had to believe that at some point she wanted to be proven wrong, which is why she never looked in the box herself, even though she had plenty of chances. I know Kyoko said she wanted to see her father so she could cut off all ties, but was that all there was to it? I gave up some of that pride. In order to enter Hope's Peak, I had to reveal myself to the school. I did it knowing that it was something a true Kirigiri detective would never do. Would she really give up her pride just for that? I couldn't help but wonder. Hidden room present has been added. Huh? This picture? Oh. It's all faded. It must be pretty old. Wait, is this a picture of... Hey, Kyoko?
would you?
Well, this is annoying. I came here to cut myself free of the past, and yet to now find something like this. So what do you expect me to do now? Then I was right. It was a picture of Kyoko when she was a little girl. Knowing the headmaster had this picture all this time, he must have really cared about her.
Why?
What? I wanted to face him, to tell him myself, to cut him out of my life for abandoning me. That's the whole reason I came here. And now he's abandoned me again. And now this time he even stole the opportunity I had to move on. Has there ever been a worse father? Kyoko? Big sad. Photo of Kyoko and headmaster has been added. Big sad, fam. This filing cabinet seems like the kind of place you'd find a clue. I should take a closer look. But I don't think Kyoko would like a stranger touching her dad's stuff.
Hey.
It's fine. Check whatever you want. Are you sure? Okay then. I went through each drawer one by one, starting from the top. But all I found were piles and piles of unrelated documents. He was pretty dedicated to his job, huh?
Well?
It's just because he didn't have anything else. He could have inherited our family business or legacy. Instead, he left it all behind.
Now,
if he couldn't even handle a job like this, he would have been that much more a failure. I'm sure he couldn't stand the thought of that, and it made him desperate. The headmaster's desk. It's probably hiding some kind of clue, so I really want to check it out, but I don't really want to touch Kyoko's dad's desk without her permission.
Hey.
Don't worry about me. Feel free to look around as much as you like. Are you sure?
Because...
Never let anything get in the way of an investigation. I don't. Okay then, if you don't mind. Starting from the top, I opened all the desk drawers and looked inside. I rummaged through each one, finding nothing but unrelated documents. But in the last drawer... Huh? Is this... It's an e-handbook, right? It has a label on it that says in case of an emergency. I'd found some kind of emergency handbook in the headmaster's desk.
In other words...
A handbook with no limitations, given to the school's ultimate authority, the headmaster. I'm assuming that's what that is. I think you're probably right.
It would seem...
It might prove useful as we continue our investigation. Why don't you hold on to it? Huh? But Kyoko... I don't need it. If you don't want it, go ahead and leave it here. Then I guess I'll take it. Is it really okay? Headmaster's e-handbook has been added.
Hey.
Listen, Makoto? Huh? Can I ask you a favor? A favor? What is it?
So...
I know it's completely unreasonable to ask you this, and I know it'll only inconvenience you that much more, but...
Hey.
Could you leave? Huh?
Correct.
Just for a little while. I'd just like to be left alone for a bit. Kyoko? Don't worry, I'm fine. I just need to calm down a little. I need to get my emotions in order. You know, Kyoko, you told me before about the relationship you had with your dad. How you're only connected by blood, not by heart and soul. But maybe that picture motivated him. Maybe he hoped to see me again someday. Is that what you're gonna say? If so, it's just a theory. And this isn't any issue that can be settled with theories. That picture doesn't change the facts of what happened, what I went through. That problem can't be solved so easily. You're right. I'm sorry.
Anyway...
Once I've got myself under control, I'll return to the investigation immediately. So please just give me some time to myself. Okay, I understand. Then I'll see you later. Here we go. Is she really okay? Keanu Pog, indeed. It must have been a complete shock to her. I mean, it was a shock to me. To find out what happened to the headmaster. There's no doubt the mastermind performed that evil deed. They killed the headmaster, killed Kyoko's father. They killed him. The headmaster is dead. Hydrate is out of stock. Blasphemous. Because I put a cooldown on it. Because Keanu was spamming like 12 at once. The one leading to Hope's Peak's staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the Hope's Peak's headmaster. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. It was funny though. I got literally like 20 just from Nick. Also, I didn't think it would be out of stock for everyone, would it? I thought it was only 10 minutes for the one person doing it. Or no. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now. But we were wrong about that. The headmaster wasn't the mastermind. Which means the mastermind's true identity is... It's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but... This killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only people to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students. 15 of us met in the main hall. Add Mukuro to the mix and you get 16. And including me, only 6 of us are still alive. Everyone else is dead. Big rip. Even Mukuro. Even she's undeniably dead. So the ones still left alive are... me, Byakuya, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and Kyoko. Only 6 people are still alive. Then there's no question. Wait, no, that can't be. I refuse to believe it. There has to be some other way. There just has to be. Alright, here we go. Back to the locker room, because now we have the key. Oh, back crack. There's so many lockers, it makes me want to die. There's a metal plate mounted to the locker. I really want to know what's inside, but there's no way. I can't imagine any way to get this locker open. I'm not even going to bother trying. I wonder if I can open this locker. Nope, locked. There's a card reader installed on the door. That must be how you get the locker open. After all, it's pretty similar to the card readers from the locker rooms on the 2nd floor of the school. If you have to use your e-handbook to open those up, so does that mean, well, let's just give it a try. I took out my handbook and ran it across the card reader, and then, no luck. Maybe only the locker's owner can open it, which means none of us can do it. Wait, but what about the emergency handbook I found in the headmaster's hidden room? Okay, let's give it one more try. I took out the emergency handbook and ran it across the card reader and... Alright, just what I was hoping for. Now let's see what we've got inside. This locker's totally disorganized. Whoever it belongs to probably has organization problems in every part of their life. This is a crystal ball. Huh? A crystal ball? No, it can't be. There's no way he ever used this locker. It's just not possible. How many are there? Oops. Is this a deck of playing cards? No, they're tarot cards. But wait. Aren't those used for telling fortunes? It's just a coincidence, right? No, bitch. It's not. Fuck. That was odd. Oh, it's raining. How nice. There are all kinds of toolbox, textbooks, and notebooks stacked up in no particular order, and dust everywhere. I have to assume whoever stuff this is didn't do a lot of studying. Not that I can really talk. Trying to act as casual and natural as possible, I picked up one of the notebooks I saw. But the moment I looked inside the notebook, any sense of easiness I have evaporated. Jesus fuck. What? There's no denying what I saw. Inside the notebook was written, Yasuhiro Hagakure. Is this our Yasuhiro? The notebook also contained a large number of notes for a variety of different classes, which would mean he attended classes here? No, that can't be possible. I mean, Hiro came to this school at the same time as the rest of us, and we all sucked into this evil void. We never had a chance to take any classes. So what is this notebook? Locker notebook has been added. Alright, on to the next one. I took an emergency handbook and ran it across the card reader and... looks like the locker opened. Now let's see what we've got inside. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Womp. There's a metal plate mounted on the locker. There's no way to get it open. Wow. Looks like the locker's already broken. I took an emergency handbook and ran it across the reader, and looks like the locker opened. Now let's see what we've got inside. This thing is practically empty. There's just one thing, some kind of pocketbook? I don't see a name written on it, so I can't say for sure whose it is, but there's some writing inside it. It could be important. I don't like violating the owner's privacy, but I'd better take a look. It looks like a girl's handwriting, and all the letters are spaced out evenly like whoever wrote them was measuring them. Whoever wrote this must have been really meticulous. Huh? I was flipping through the pocketbook, but my hand froze when I got to a certain page. I saw something familiar written there, words I'd heard before. There's a plan to turn Hope's Peak into a shelter and isolate the students here in communal life. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. He was willing to give me some more details regarding the plan. Here's what he said. The point is to keep our student prodigies safe, to keep them as our hope for the future. Only their genius can overcome disaster, and only their hope can overcome despair. For the future of our country, our world, and it's not an exaggeration to call this our final hope. We must isolate our superior youth from the corrupted world to serve as a foundation for the new era. This is the only hope we have. I hope that you'll be willing to go along with this plan. So that's what my father had to say to me. As usual, he made a selfish decision without consulting anyone else. I can't imagine a worse father. This can't be true, can it? But I knew it was, and I knew exactly who the pocketbook belonged to. Kyoko. It couldn't be anyone else. But if this belongs to Kyoko, what was it doing in this locker? And what she wrote here completely contradicts what she already told me. She said she hadn't seen her dad since he left when she was little. I decided to talk to the one who came up with the plan directly. It just so happens to be the headmaster and my father. What does this all mean? I quickly scanned the remaining pages of the notebook. I must have been looking for something that would prove me wrong about this whole thing. But when I reached the last page, the question marks spinning through my mind just started spinning that much faster. When I looked at it, unlike the rest of the pocketbook, the writing here was messy, disorganized, scrawled. What is this? What does it mean? I have no idea. How could this possibly make any sense? Oh, I didn't read it. I thought the text was gonna come up. It says, despair walks among us, and so we survive. There's a second despair. Letter packet book has been added. Hey Mars, have you heard of the game Friday Night Funkin'? Fuck, I can't read. No, I haven't. Why? But the more I see, the less it makes sense. Because these lockers, I mean, they had to belong to previous students, right? So why am I seeing this? Why are there things in the lockers that look like they belong to people here? A notebook that seemed to belong to Hiro, and a pocketbook that seems to belong to Kyoko? There has to be some kind of explanation. But if I want to find that out, I have to keep moving in the investigation forward. It's a cool, free, Newgrounds made rhythm game. Dude, I suck at rhythm games. Like, what's that one game called? I don't know, I just suck at rhythm. I suck at rhythm games. I can check it out though. And I have to believe in everyone. Yo, me too. Like, what's that one? What's the like anime tap game? Whatever the fuck. I like that. I would suck shit at that game. I took the emergency handbook out. Blah, blah, blah. Looks like the locker open. Now let's see what we got inside. Nope, don't see anything that could be a clue. There's so many. No, I don't want to do it again. No. Fuck. Took out the card reader. I don't see anything that might be a clue. Cool. Fucking mint. I don't think this locker's gonna open. Nice! Coinage. I took the emergency handbook out. Scan, beep. Now let's see what we got inside. I don't see anything that might be a clue. This part of the game is fun. Oh, the investigation? Or like going through every single fucking locker. There's no way to get it open. Cool, great. Thank you, great. Can't imagine a way to get this. Okay, am I done? Am I good? I'm fucking good. Let's leave. Yeah, I'm tired of looking at lockers, thank you. Alright, we're done on the second floor. Let's skedoodle. Skedoodly time. Hopefully some more interesting stuff now. Let's go to the school. We'll start on the first floor, seeing what needs to be looked at. I don't think anything. I know I have to come back here at some point, but I don't remember if it's here already. Maybe there's some mana coins hiding in here somewhere. There were! Nice. Alright. Guess not. At least not yet. Alright, here we go. Nope, not where I wanted to go. I always lose where the stairs are here. There they are. I should probably look at the list of places I need to go so I'm not guessing. Truth bullets, but places to check. Here we go. Headmaster's room on the 4th. Second floor of the dormitory I took care of, so we just have to go to the 4th and 5th floors. Cool. I think that's over here. Oh, no it's not. Where the fuck? Fuck it, I'm using the map. There we go.
Hey, Makoto.
Ah, Makoto, are you here to look around too? Is that what you're doing here? Yeah, I couldn't help but wonder about that Monokuma door.
Yeah.
So I figured, if all the doors in the school had been unlocked, that one should be open too, right? Although I couldn't bring myself to open it. Because it might explode, right? And that'd really suck. So you open it. I'm sure she didn't mean it, but she made it sound like she was okay with me getting blown up. Okay, so I guess I'll open it. Wait, let me take cover first. I don't want to get exploded. Hina raced to a nearby desk and hid underneath it. Okay, go ahead. Everything will be okay, right? Alright, here goes nothing. I threw all my weight into it, but the door opened much easier than I expected. Ooh. There was no explosion, thankfully. My first impression was, whoa, this place is totally sci-fi. Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing. Oh, okay. What is this device? It looks like some kind of control panel? It's really over the top, though. It looks like some kind of military installation or something. Yeah, it kind of looks like a cockpit. It kind of looks like a mech cockpit, right? Hifumi probably freak out if he saw it. Cockpit. So the Monokuma room has a control panel that looks like some kind of cockpit? Imagine if Makoto opened the hatch. Yo, imagine if like this game was like so much easier than it fucking made sense, and you know, they just did the smart things. That would be ideal. Then could that mean?
Okay.
Alright, let's start poking at it, or whatever. I'm gonna start pushing buttons. Hold on, you can't just or whatever something like this. But it was too late. Hina was already jabbing away at the control panel. Huh? Did you hear that? Yeah, I think it came from the other room. Hina, what did you push? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was this one, the button that says Data Center. Data Center. I took a good look at the control panel, and I saw a bunch of buttons, each with the name of the room next to it. And just like Hina said, there was one labeled data center. It must have been the one she pushed. But the data center, that's right next door. The room we were just in, that's where the strange noise came from. I'd probably better go check it out. Yes, please. I'm kind of scared out of my mind right now, so I'll just cheer you on from over here. I've had you tagged this whole time, and I'm getting so many points for the glasses. Oh my god. Fantastic. Hold on one second. Why did I get added? Fuck's sake. Okay. Did I just hear what I think I heard? Is that Monokuma? Hey.
Roar! Give me all your donuts!
Is that you, Hina?
What? Aw, man, busted. How'd you know? Anyway, what is this? Some kind of remote control camera kind of setup?
You don't even know what you're controlling?
Well, I mean, I can't really see anything from in here. Found it. Ah, guess what I found? A self-destruct button.
Whatever you do, don't push it. Aw, man. Were you seriously gonna push it? Anyway, I guess that settles it. The room with Monokuma drawing on it and the control panel inside. Whoa, hey Makoto, what the heck was that just now? Monokuma. Huh? What do you mean? What you were controlling just now? It was Monokuma. Monokuma? What? For real? Yep, looks like the panel definitely controls Monokuma, which means the mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. Yeah, they were definitely in here. The mastermind has been controlling Monokuma from this room. And this control room is totally separate from the data center area with all the monitors. In other words,
Hey,
maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Kyoko's theory was right.
But
If the mastermind's been controlling Monokuma from here, that means they've been inside the school this whole time, right? I guess that would have to be true. But if that is true...
it's a very polarizing approach, I know, but okay, enough puns. Anyway, here's a hint. I'm sure I told you this already, but this killing game began with 16 participants, all of them high school students. And the only person to take a single step in Hope's Peak since the killing game began are those 16 students.
Then the mastermind, Monokuma's puppeteer, really is the 16th student? No, it can't be. There's no way, right? Monokuma's control panel has been added. What's wrong, Makoto? I don't like the face you're making. Oh, no, it's nothing. Oh, okay. What about you? Is everything okay? Oh, well, it's just... This is where the mastermind's been hiding, right? Who knows if they set up traps or something? I can't say it is impossible, but I really hope it's not true. So, like, you want to leave soon? There's still lots of other places to check out. Yeah, good point. We can't waste all our time standing around here. Okay, you want to get going? Yeah. I want to check the fucking panel. What's wrong, Makoto? Let's hurry up and get out of here. Ah! Yeah. God damn it, I want to look in the fucking panel. As soon as the door to the data center was closed, I heard a strange sound. What was that? The door, it just locked on its own. What? My hand shot out to grab the doorknob. You're right, it's locked, but why?
Of course it's locked, because the data center is now restricted.
Monokuma.
Just a second.
Hey, no fair. You can't go around restricting whatever you feel like.
It's for your benefit. Because if that room stays open, I won't be able to move around. Imagine how depressed everyone would get if the school mascot just up and stopped moving.
Then that room.
As you may have guessed, that's where my controls are.
So right now you're being operated by someone in that room?
Yes, indeed. Correctamundo.
you're a liar.
But that doesn't make any sense. We were just in there and we didn't see anyone.
Oh, you didn't, did you?
God, the big reveal in this game is so cool. I know.
Are you sure you were as thorough as you could have been? I tried to be thorough, you motherfucker, but you didn't let me. Did you happen to check a certain suspicious hatch?
No way. The hatch on the floor?
Too bad. That was your big chance and you blew it.
Too bad.
Of course, that hatch can't be opened from the outside anyway, so whatever. Now then, this room is officially restricted, so no more investigating. I'll be relying on you guys to tell the others. Peace.
He's gone, but
So,
was he telling the truth? The mastermind was hiding in there? In fact, if you think back to when we got locked out of the control room, that proves it for sure. And then when I said we should leave, well, that hatch couldn't be opened from the outside anyway, right? So it's not your fault.
sorry.
Okay. Anyway, we don't have to let it get to us. We have to stay positive and make the most of the time we have left. You're right. If there's one more thing I'm good at, it's keeping my body moving. Okay, I'm gonna go run around and tell everyone what we found here. Nice. You've got me all motivated again. Okay, I'm out. See you later. Hina took off at a full sprint, and I have to do what I can too. That's the only way forward. All right. That's the music. No. There we are. Oh, cracky back. Huh. This is the headmaster's room. I've heard an awful lot about it, but this will be my first time seeing it for myself. Makoto, it's you. Oh, Byakuya. God, I forgot how long this investigation is. Shit. Alright. It's already 4 o'clock, too. Holy shit. Alright, here we go. Well, you came to the right place this time. Would you like to see something interesting? What do you mean, something interesting? Take a look at this. It was on top of that pathetically ostentatious desk. Class 78 student registry? It contains profiles of all of us, and Mukuro.
So in other
Apparently,
words,
Class 78 refers to us. Wait, when we found Mukuro's profile in Kyoko's room...
I see.
That's right, it also mentioned Class 78. This must be where Kyoko got that page. And since the rest of our profiles are listed in here along with
In
hers,
other words,
there can be no doubt Mukuro was a student here at Hope Speak Academy just like the rest of us. Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student. That must be how Kyoko learned about it. But it seems that Kyoko was in a hurry. Huh? What do you mean? I'm talking about when she stole it. The uneven tearing, the way the paper had been crumpled, she must have been in a hurry. Well, since she snuck in to get it, I'm sure she wanted to get out as fast as possible. But what's your point? She was in so much of a hurry that she only got the first page. The first page? Correct. Mukuro's profile actually contains 2 pages. What?
so in other words,
In other words, when it comes to this profile, there was more important information about Mukuro that we still don't have. What kind of information is it? Why don't you ask me to explain every little thing? You can read, can't you? It seems to be some sort of detailed report put together by the headmaster himself. The song!
interesting.
I don't know what kind of man he was, but I'm glad he left us with such an interesting clue. I was half listening to Byakuya as I skimmed through the report. Mukuro reappeared suddenly in the background and... Mukuro reappeared suddenly, and in the background an entity floats close but just out of reach. The entity known as the Ultimate Despair. Right now, I can't be sure if this is a single person or some kind of group. Whatever it is, Mukuro definitely has some sort of connection to it. I have a bad feeling about all this. I need to push forward with my research into the Ultimate Despair. I need to pay attention to Mukuro's behavior, too. This is just my gut feeling, but I think she's dangerous. Despite the countless battles she must have gone through as a member of Fenrir, when she entered Hope's Peak, she didn't display any signs of battle wounds or scars. That fact alone proves her tremendous skill in battle. Naturally, I want to believe in her. She's one of my students, after all. But if I decide she's a danger to the other students, I will be forced to take all reasonable measures. Mukuro was part of the ultimate despair. I don't think there can be any doubt about it now, but wouldn't that mean Mukuro and the mastermind were allies? So, why? Why would they kill Mukuro? Plus, even the headmaster seemed to be afraid of what Mukuro was capable of. They wouldn't have to take her completely by surprise to kill her like that. Or maybe it means the mastermind is even stronger than Mukuro was.
What?
What's wrong, Makoto? Huh?
That's fine.
You seem to be lost in thought, but I should probably point out one other thing. There's another important bit of information within the file that you should note. What is it? Did you notice the picture in there? A picture of a girl perhaps you've never seen before? A girl who seems to be included as part of our class 78. That should be enough for you to figure out who the girl is. And further information about that girl is included in the file. 5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds, and it even lists her vitals. 31, 22, 32. Well, what do you think? What do I think? Are you asking me, like, if she has a nice body?
Stop talking.
You hopeless idiot. What I'm trying to tell you is maybe you will want to keep that in mind for later. Maybe you'll make your way back to the corpse and maybe think, oh, could that mean... Wait, is he trying to say... There's a chance the body isn't actually Mukuro? Is that what he's saying? Personally, what I'm thinking seems all but impossible, but it wouldn't hurt to confirm,
It's
right?
all clear now.
That's all I was trying to say. What you do with that information is your business. So I'm back to being Byakuya's errand boy. Mukuro's profile has been added. Whoa. Oh, and one last thing. It's a bit of advice from me to you, so I suggest you pay attention. Advice for me? You seem to be getting along with Kyoko quite well. It's not that we're getting along, she's just done a lot to help me. Well, don't put too much faith in her. Huh?
In other words,
The cost of that faith might be more than you can afford. What are you saying? Just what I think. Call it a hunch. A hunch? But my hunches tend to be proven right. The advice is free this time. Take it or don't, as you will. I'll keep it in mind, thanks. Alright. Fuck! These are documents scattered all over the floor. Somehow it makes me feel anxious. The bookshelf seems really well made and it's filled with files and thick books. Class 78 student registry. Apparently that's us. And it has profiles on me and everyone I met at the beginning, and Mukuro. Just like us, Mukuro is apparently a new student here at Hope's Peak. Mukuro Ikusaba, part of the Ultimate Despair, which means her and the Mastermind should have been allies. But then, why would the Mastermind kill her? They weren't they friends? Womp. There are trophies and even a shield on display in this display case. Hey, it's the sword! Why the fuck doesn't he notice that the sword's there? Fucking... Alright. We're done. We done. Biolab. Here we go. Time to get spooked. Y'all ready? Y'all ain't ready. Spooky. Well, here I am in the biolab. It's so cold. It's like abnormally cold. I feel like I'm in a giant refrigerator. Seriously, why is it so cold? Ugh, it's so cold. Why is it so cold in here? It's the first thing I need to figure out. Okay, well, probably the fucking coolers. There's some kind of weird machine or something built into the wall. And on the left side, there's a bunch of glowing blue lights. But on the other side, there's some kind of weird machine built into the wall. I've seen something like this before. That's it. I've seen a kind of thing in horror movies and stuff. It's a fridge for storing dead bodies. Does that mean this biolab is actually a morgue? I should probably take a closer look around. That's what I was trying to do. Oh, there's some kind of booklet here. It looks like an instruction manual. We offer eco-friendly alternative to standard dry ice for all your cadaver needs. In addition to the germicidal lamps, we also provide an ozone generator for the removal of ethylene gas. Simply insert the cadaver and the blue light will let you know the automated system has activated. Temperature and humidity levels will be adjusted automatically for optimum settings. With our system, anyone can keep a body fresh as a daisy for as long as you need. In the unlikely event of a problem, the red light will activate and the alarm will sound immediately. The exterior is stainless steel and we do offer an optimal leather upholstery upgrade package. This is the instruction manual for the fridge. Imagine getting leather on the outside of your morgue bin. There's a stack of tarps here. I've been seeing a lot of these things lately. I wonder why. There's icicles hanging from the monitor. Why is the monitor dripping liquid? Oh, okay. There's some kind of weird machine built into the wall, but only some of the lights are on. The ones on the left. The right-hand lights are off. Well, looking around, I think I get it. It seems clear to me now. It's a makeshift morgue. The Biolab secret has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. And about these lights by each slot. It looks like it's set up so that when a slot is occupied, the blue light comes on. Which would mean inside each slot lit up in blue, another one is of the victims is... My brain just stopped working in that sentence. Okay. I can't let my emotions take control right now. There's only one thing I could do for everyone who's died, and that's defeat the mastermind. And to do that, I have to continue my investigation. I don't have any other option. Can I leave now? Yeah, okay. Yo, the entrance to the biolab is so fucking ominous. This hallway's so long. Huh? It's gone. Mukuro's body. It's not here. There's still just 4 chickens left. Honestly, I'd be kind of terrified if there were more than that. Maybe the body is inside the tool shed. I'd better check just to be sure. I didn't find anything even close to a dead body, but if it's not here either, then it must be... Could it be in the biolab? But corpses aren't the only thing I need to check in here. There's one other thing, that tarp. The tarp played a key role in another case, so I better look into it. Oh, shit, fuck. I opened. Fuck! What the fuck? Hold on. My computer just fucking turned black for some reason. Hello? What the f- Shit. Okay. Are we still up? Are we still alive? Are we still good? Are we okay? Oh. Sorry, I don't know what the fuck happened. Is everything okay? Yeah, you're good. Okay, my computer just fucking turned off. I don't know what happened. I like accidentally misclicked on my settings and it just turned off my computer. So I don't know. Thought you were actually going down for a second. I fucking did. My computer shut off. I don't know what happened. Okay, so I think we're good though. All right, awesome. 1 second. All right, let's go. You can see the screen and everything. We're all good. Okay, yeah, cool. All right, let's look at the fucking tarp. Jesus. The killer used the tarp to keep the sprinklers from getting the body wet, which means the killer might have left some clue behind here. Huh? I didn't notice this before, but there's a small stamp on one corner of the tarp. It says Biolab? Then this originally came from the Biolab. Tarp has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Yes. That's all I really needed to check here. Then let's leave. Oh, Toko, so this is where you were.
What do you want?
Am I so disgusting you want me out of your sight? No, that's not it at all. I just thought maybe you'd found a clue. Well, I haven't. I didn't find anything, not one single clue. I figured since this place was related to the case, it would have something, right? But there wasn't anything out of the ordinary here. Give it back. Give me back precious time. Calm down, Toko.
What's your problem?
Don't tell me to calm down. Do you have any idea what I'm going through right now? When everyone finds out, they're gonna call me useless, good for nothing. Nobody's gonna say that. Master Will, I'm not sure I can disagree with that. I don't want that. I'm sick of always being looked down on. Why won't anyone accept me? Well, I don't think there are any clues here, so maybe I'm gonna get going. Okay, bye, Toko. Did we go everywhere? I didn't think we went everywhere.
This is a school announcement. Is everyone working hard? Is your
Okay.
investigation coming along nicely?
It's
Well then,
long, dude.
Since you're
It's a
all
long
giving it
investigation.
Your best, your generous headmaster will give you a little hint.
Oh no.
For those of you who are interested, please make your way to the gym ASA possible.
You're a motherfucker. What? Now he wants to give us a hint? That's suspicious, there's no doubt about it. This could be a trap. But even knowing that, he said to go to the gym, right? Well, I don't have a choice. Oh, hey, hero. Makoto? Why'd you act so surprised? Oh, no reason. You heard Monokuma's announcement, right? Are you here to find out what he has to say? I just did actually. I'm on my way out. You already talked to him? What do you say? Listen, sorry, but I gotta go. Hiro, wait. There's no point in trying to stop him. He ran out like a frightened animal. Hiro? It was like he was trying to avoid me. I was hoping to talk to him about the notebook I found in the locker. Has he been hiding somewhere this whole time? Oh no. Not good.
I am Monokuma.
Hello, welcome, hello. Are you ready for your final hint? Well, it just so happens to be in the envelope on the ground in front of you.
The envelope? This must be the envelope.
And just so you know, I won't be answering any questions about what you find inside.
What?
Don't worry, just get on with it.
Monokuma's cryptic words didn't make me feel any better, but I picked up the envelope and opened it. What I found was a single photograph. It featured a bunch of faces I recognized extremely well. It was everyone who'd come to Hope's Peak at the same time as me. Wait, but there's someone behind Sakura. She's the only one I don't recognize. Wait, that's not true. I do recognize her. That's right, when Byakuya and I were in the headmaster's room and we looked at that file. Mukuro Ikusaba. Then this girl is... Wait, why? Why is Mukuro here with everyone else? And even more than that, just having everyone here pose like this is weird enough by itself. And we're all wearing matching uniforms. I don't remember anything like this. And now that I'm looking at it, it's not even everyone. I'm not in the picture. I'm the only one not there. The picture has all 15 other students, but not me. But I guess that makes sense. After all, I don't remember ever taking a picture like this. I went to junior high with Sayaka, but the first time I met everyone else was when I arrived here at Hope's Peak Academy. So it's natural for me not to be in this picture, but what's definitely unnatural is that everyone else is in the picture. I thought everyone was like me. I don't know and didn't know each other till they got here. But if this picture is real, then could it be everyone else and just me? Everyone here except me?
How long are you gonna keep up this rambling soliloquy of yours, Hamlet?
What are you gonna do?
You kinda getting in the way. You're kinda getting in the way standing there, you know? So I mean, get out!
But
I told you I'm not fielding any questions. What kind of mystery would this be if I gave you all the answers? That'd be totally out of left field.
I guess that means he's done talking. Damn it. Group photo has been added. So in the end, all I found in the gym was even more confusion. And with that confusion in hand, I left the gym dejected. How does this count as a hint? It just made me even more confused. Is that what Monokuma was going for? Did he put together a fake photo just to confuse me? But it looks so real, so full of life. How could anyone fake that? Which would mean everyone but me. Maybe I should just ask everyone directly. That should clear all this up. No, I have to clear all this up. Where the fuck am I going? Oops. Oops. Anyone here to shit their pants on sight of seeing me? I missed it again, didn't I? Where the fuck are the upstairs on this floor? Fuck, I always lose them. They're back here, aren't they? Yup, fuck me. Oh, 1 second. Okay. Is there no one here? Maybe go see Toko? Nope, she's not here. There he is. Hey, Hero! Makoto! What's going on with you? Every time I see you, you freak out like that. No, no! Sorry, I'm in a big hurry. Once again, he ran off like a terrified rabbit. Hiro, what's wrong? I still wasn't able to talk to him about the notebook I found. It was like he was avoiding me. Like he was afraid of me. Why? I decided to visit the bio lab one more time, and the first thing I saw when I got there was her passed out again. Huh? Toko? Yikes. Toko, are you okay? No. She's not dead, is she? Oh, yeah. What? It's cold, super cold, so cold I think I might catch a cold. If you keep taking naps in places like this, I'm sure you will. What? I was asleep. I must have fainted again. I bet you were standing there staring at me, getting all excited, weren't you? No, I wasn't.
Oh, then what? Hot and bothered, straight up horny?
Okay, so why did you pass out?
I don't know. Last thing I remember was me waking up just now. What did you do to Miss Morose?
Oh, that's right. Your memory stops and starts each time you switch.
Bingo bazinga! We share some basic knowledge, but our memories are very much separate. And don't say like it's a bad thing. It's a blessing as far as I'm concerned. Because even if she forgets something, I totally remember. So it's like a double memory.
No, it's more like half. Genocide Jack's memory has been added.
But all I want to know right now is where's my little darling? Tell me now or I'll slit your throat.
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure Byakuya is around here somewhere doing his own investigating.
By himself?
I assume so.
I knew it. I totally knew it. I'm a pro when it comes to all things master. Anyway, I gotta hurry. I can't even imagine how lonely he must be right now.
Oh my god. The amount of times this game has made me say master in that voice makes me want to die. Toko shot off, her eerie laughter echoing behind her. I totally forgot to ask her about the picture. Well, there's no point in asking Genocide Jack anyway. Besides, I have more important things to do right now. Why did Toko faint? There's gotta be some reason for it. Seems important, but first. Okay, yeah. The fridge, it's open. But I'm sure they were all shut tight last time I was here. That's why she passed out.
Right.
She faints so easily. Kyoko!
Makoto.
It's getting late, isn't it? Are you okay?
Indeed.
I'm sorry if I made you worry. No, you don't have to apologize.
Listen.
But listen, about this room. Oh yeah,
It would seem...
it's a morgue. Yeah,
I knew it.
I suspected as much. And Toko must have looked inside the fridge, seen what was in there, and well, there you have it. You knew she'd fainted?
Indeed.
I was on my way here when Genocide Jack came running past me. I assumed she must have sneezed, but once I got inside, the real reason became clear.
It would seem...
I imagine she came here to investigate, and when she opened the slot there, that's when she saw the body inside and dropped like a bag of rocks. Why's everything gotta be so difficult with her?
Anyway...
We should close it up. Don't want to leave it hanging open like that. Yeah, good idea.
Makoto.
Give me a hand with this. Kyoko approached the fridge, hands outstretched. But suddenly, she stopped. What's wrong?
Listen.
Maybe we should wait a second before closing it. Huh? How come? Because Mukuro's body is in here. Mukuro's corpse? Mukuro's body is inside the fridge?
I see.
Just like every other time, the mastermind probably brought it up here while we were in the class trial. The mastermind did it? Because they assumed we wouldn't be doing the class trial over again, I guess.
So...
You may be right. Either way, now I can finally get a good look at the body. Oh, that's right, Kyoko, you didn't get a chance to check out the body during the last investigation.
Makoto.
I need to do my own investigation of the corpse as soon as possible. I'm going to find a clue this time, and I'm going to grab the mastermind by the tail. Okay, so what should I do?
So then...
Why don't you just wait over there? I'll let you know as soon as I'm finished. Just wait over there, that's it? Okay. Cannot interact with anything? It's a fridge meant for storing dead bodies. I can't do it, I can't look inside. I should ask Kyoko about the group photo. After all, she's in it too. Don't let me interrupt your investigation, but I wanted to talk to you about something. What is it? It's about the announcement Monokuma made earlier. You meant the one about the hint or something? I didn't take him up on the offer. Huh? Why not?
Because...
The only reason he'd give us a hint at this point would be to confuse us or to cloud our judgment. I can solve this mystery on my own without whatever hints he may have to offer. That's a good point. I wish I could go back and do the same thing, but what's done is done, I guess. Standing here looking at her, I don't think she's hiding anything from me. Is she right? Did the mastermind forge that picture as a trap to confuse us? That's gotta be it. There's no other explanation. You done yet? I should... okay. Okay, we did that already. On the left side of the refrigerator, a bunch of blue lights are on. But these ones aren't.
It would seem...
It would seem the blue light comes on when the slot is occupied. So when someone's in there, the blue light comes on. Looking around, the number of lights that are on include Mukuro's. That's 9 in all. 9. 9 lights? Biolab lights have been updated. You know, I think I've seen this tarp somewhere like this before. Yeah. Ah, it's the same one I found in the garden in the tool shed. And if I remember, that tarp had a stamp on it that said Biolab. And that's the tarp that was used to help camouflage the murder in the garden. At some point, someone got it from the biolab and took it over here. Tarp has been added.
Whew.
Okay, Makoto, I'm done. Already? Jeez, that was fast.
Indeed.
Anyone could do good work if they go slow. In that spirit, I'll make my report brief. So did you find anything?
Indeed.
I paid careful attention to the wounds and the traces of blood, and it seems highly likely that the stomach wound and the blow to the back of the head were inflicted after death. Really? The burnt tissue made things a little difficult, but I'm completely confident in my findings. So that means neither of those were the fatal injury, right? Then what was the fatal injury? Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. The only other option in these other wounds, but the file said they were old.
Is that right?
Where does it say they're old? Huh?
Because
All the Monokuma file says is that they were inflicted at least several days ago. I guess I don't see the difference.
wrong.
Well, the difference is immense, considering the impression they give.
Listen.
You seem to be equating several days old with simply old,
However,
but that doesn't quite follow logically. Old wounds, it makes it sound like they've been there forever. Like they're not related to the murder. Are you saying they are? But we all got the Monokuma file right after she was killed, right? So if the wounds were at least a few days old, there's no way they could have had anything to do with it.
so then,
What if Mukuro herself wasn't killed within the last few days? What?
at the very least.
Certainly you can allow it as one of the many possibilities, can't you? One of many?
Right.
A detective doesn't have the supernatural powers. There's no way to predict the answer from the beginning. Instead, the ideal detective begins by imagining as many possible scenarios as they can.
In other words,
They envision those possibilities without prejudice, without bias, without only using their logic and common sense. Then, as they investigate, they test what they find against each of these possibilities. Of course, me telling you this doesn't mean you'll be any good at detective work. But beyond using that to solve your particular mystery, you should keep it in mind for the future. Kyoko's account has been added.
hey,
So if there's anything else you would like to know about the condition of the body, now's the time. Come to think of it, there was one thing. Earlier when I was looking at Mukuro's profile, it listed her height and weight.
so
5 foot 7 inches, 97 pounds. Vitals were 31, 22, 32. Did I get that all right? You remembered all that? They were indeed consistent with the corpse. So then,
indeed.
and don't forget about the Fenrir tattoo. There's absolutely no mistake.
Indeed.
Our victim in this case, without a doubt, is Mukuro Ikusaba. Mukuro Ikusaba's profile.
And
Is that all you wanted to ask? Yeah, I think so.
so then,
Then it looks like we have no further business with Mukuro's body. Let's get going. It's kind of chilly in here. Oh wait, are we not going to put the body back? Don't you think that's kind of sad leaving it out like this?
why?
Sad? Did you forget she was our enemy once? A part of the ultimate despair? But she still got killed. She's still a victim.
Hey,
Have you ever heard of the phrase, you reap what you sow? Well, yeah, but still.
whew,
You really are naive, you know that? It's really quite appalling. But she could have abandoned me, but she decided to help me instead. So for someone like that, what does it mean to be naive?
so then,
I think we've done all we can do here. But to our separate investigations, yes? Ah, hold on. I still have one more thing to do. Something I need to talk to Kyoko about. I need to ask her about the pocketbook I found in the locker. If I don't do it now... There she is. Hey, Kyoko? I did have one last thing. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I have to ask. Go ahead then, out with it. Have you really not seen your dad since, even once since you got here?
what? So,
What do you mean? Well, you know all those lockers on the second floor of the dorms?
Indeed.
I do, yes. But to get to any of the lockers, you need a handbook to whoever's locker it belongs to. Actually, I managed to get them open using that emergency handbook,
I see.
the one you found in the headmaster's hidden room.
And
So, did you find anything worthwhile in the lockers? I found a pocketbook, and after looking through it, I think it must be your pocketbook.
Why is that?
What makes you say that?
Because...
Like I said, only the locker's owner should be able to get into it, right? I can't imagine those lockers belonging to any of us. After all, we only got access to that area just recently. What I'm saying is there's no way I could have had access to any of those lockers. And if I did have a pocketbook, why would I bother putting it in a locker? Everything you just said makes perfect sense, but there was something written inside. It was about the headmaster, about your father.
What? If that's true...
Could that mean that video is real too? Video?
Makoto.
Makoto, I think everything is finally starting to fit together to reveal a cohesive picture. Although I'm afraid that picture might be worse than everything we would have imagined. What are you talking about? I need to go investigate those lockers right now. I need to confirm what you just said with my own two eyes. Oh, let me give you the headmaster's handbook. That way you can...
So...
That won't be necessary. If I'm right about this, I shouldn't have any problem opening the locker with my own handbook. After all, it would seem that it's my locker. Your locker.
Makoto.
If you watch this, it'll all make sense. A DVD? It says Class Number 78 Urgent Interviews?
So...
I found it in the hidden room after you left.
Anyway...
I don't have time to explain exactly what I think it means, so just watch it and see for yourself. I think you'll realize exactly what it means. You'll understand why you found my pocketbook in a place none of us had ever been before. None of this makes sense right now. But I guess that means there's some important clue on this DVD. Interview DVD has been added.
Makoto.
Oh, and now it's my turn. Do you have a second to listen to me ramble? Ramble?
In other words...
So as it turns out, the arrangements I made didn't stick. What I mean is, I'm less and less sure of everything, even my own feelings. You're talking about your dad, right? I can never find the answers to the questions I wanted to ask for the rest of my life. And all because of the mastermind.
However...
But there's one thing I am sure of. When it comes to the mastermind, there's no room in my heart for forgiveness. I swore to destroy the mastermind. This is just one more reason to follow through on that. Kyogo's eyes burned with the fire of determination. The determination to defeat the mastermind. It's strange to be confronted with his death and suddenly feel this way. I couldn't care less if my father had found happiness.
Why?
So, why is it? Why does it bother me so much to know he suffered? It's ridiculous. There's just no understanding it, I guess. She let out a small laugh as she said it. But her smile was filled with sorrow.
Whew.
So that's it for my rambling. There's still much to do before I consider my task complete. Yeah, you're right.
Hey.
But keep this in mind. There's only ever one absolute truth. Whether the truth serves justice or suffering. Whether it's the greatest truth or the worst. What do you mean?
Makoto.
Even if the truth you uncover is filled with hopelessness, you still can't give up hope. Absolutely not, because all I can do is keep moving forward. That's pretty much all I'm good at, you know? Indeed. Sorry if that was strange.
So then...
Anyway, I need to get going. I'll see you at the class trial. Leaving behind that final farewell, Kyoko was gone. I better get going myself. I got that DVD from Kyoko. I should head to the AV room to check it out. Kyoko said something about hopeless truth. But no matter what happens, I won't lose hope. Even if it's the worst truth in the world. I can't afford to lose. Yeah. Ugh. Let me make sure I got everything else up here. I think I did. Headmaster's room, biolab, data center, dorms, garden and dojo. Cool, we're good. Let me actually... No. Because we want to look for Hina, too, I think. Where is Miss Hina? Definitely locked. I figured we wouldn't be able to get into the data center. Maybe. Oops, shit, misclicked. AV is down. Yeah, there it is. Nope, that's not it. It's right here. They should be able to play DVDs just fine. Well then, I better take a look. I took the DVD Kyoko gave me and put it in the player. It said it was playing, but nothing appeared on screen. I stared into the black monitor. It must have been for a few seconds, but to me it felt like an eternity. And then, all of a sudden, an image appeared. Sayaka? It took me by total surprise. I hadn't seen Sayaka in who knows how long, and there she was.
Okay then, are you ready to begin?
The voice I heard was the man positioned on the side of the screen. It was the voice of a middle-aged man.
I do apologize, but I hope you don't mind if I record our conversation. I'm a little slow, you know. I never really got the hang of taking notes while having a conversation.
Sounded like he was trying to make a joke, but Sayaka's tense face didn't move a single millimeter.
So this video is meant to serve as a kind of contract substitute. It's not that I don't trust you guys. It's more like insurance. So please don't worry too much. Now then, let me get straight to the point. There is a chance that you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that?
You want me to accept that? Sayaka was obviously at a total loss. It made total sense. Who would agree to spending the rest of your life in this school? I accept. What?
Thank you. And I'm sorry about all this. Well, I can promise you that I will do everything in my power to keep you safe. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, I give you my word.
Oh. As if on cue, that's where the video cut out. There was a lot I hadn't understood up till now, but this, only this, I simply couldn't comprehend what I'd heard, because I know how much Sayaka wanted to get out of here. I know how much she wanted to escape and pursue her dreams with her friends again. She wanted that so bad she tried to frame me for murder. So, why? Why would she say yes to living here for the rest of her life? As I sat there thinking about it, I noticed a sudden light. On the monitor, the video that I thought was finished flashed back on screen. My eyes darted back to the screen. And if I was confused before, what I saw next pushed me over the edge. Huh? What I saw was me. Impossibly, undeniably me.
So, Makoto, before we begin, I should let you know that I'll be recording our conversation. Yes.
Yes. Why do you say it like that? Me and the headmaster were looking at each other. He and I having what seemed like a fairly normal conversation. But the I in here and now, had absolutely no memory of it. I had no memory of even meeting the headmaster, much less sitting down to talk to him like
Now,
this.
Shall we get straight to the point? Makoto, there's a chance you may have to spend the rest of your life here in the school. Can you accept that? Yes.
Yes. This can't be real. I said yes?
I'm sorry I'm putting you through all this.
Well, I mean, we don't have much of a choice, do we?
But I promise that as long as you're in this school, I will do everything I can to protect you. As the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, that's the very least I can do for you.
Yeah, fam. Once again, the video cut out. From there, the video repeated the same scene again and again with the others. Byakuya. Toko. Hina. Everyone. They all said that they agreed to live in this school forever. And then... Kyoko. Her interview with him had been recorded just as clearly. Without a doubt, she had met him. She sat down with the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy, her father. And when he asked her his question, she answered the same as everyone else. She accepted a life within the school. Just as Kyoko's interview was wrapping up, the monitor suddenly went black. Huh? It wasn't just the monitor. The DVD player itself had apparently turned off, which of course meant that the DVD wasn't playing anymore. The heck just happened?
Say what?
Oopsie, looks like it broke. Out of service.
What? It just happened to break just now?
Too bad.
Now then, what? Now then when doesn't matter. Failure can strike anywhere, anytime. That's what failure is, right?
Oh, I got the Monokuma back, I think. Failure my ass. You cut the power on purpose. Well, whatever. Even if I watched the whole thing, I'd just be more of the same. He'd ask them the question, and they'd all say yes. I couldn't help myself but let out a huge exasperated sigh, but as I did, I remembered something.
That's right.
I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself, a disconnect.
It would seem...
Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I came to the school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
Hey,
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine what it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. A convenient outcome. Something that seemed to obviously work in favor of the mastermind. So does that mean I've lost my memory too? What about the others? Have we all forgotten? Or... Interview DVD has been updated. Yikers, fam. If,
For anything that has a start, there has to be an end. And if the end comes, then that means it's time for a fresh start. There is no night that doesn't have a dawn.
it's so dramatic.
Although that dawn is totally pitch black, there is no storm that won't eventually end. Of course, then that leads to drought. But as I said, every end is the promise of a new beginning.
Exactly.
Which is why I'm sure we'll get to meet again, because the end is only
It's time for the end.
beginning. Anyway, let's get started.
I'm debating doing the trial in another one
The
because the
beginning
trial's
of
so
the
fucking
end
long
of
and
the
I've already been
class
going for like
trial.
2.5 hours just doing the investigation.
Everyone gather once again at you know where.
I do. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'll go through, or no, we'll go through it in the next one. But hold on one second. Give me a fat minute. Up to you. Yeah, cause I just don't want to like be burnt out. I don't want to be burnt out during the trial because I know it's a super long trial. So I think what I'm gonna do is end Danganronpa for tonight, end the stream, and then I will come back and Hank and I are planning on doing some Detroit Becoming Human. So, we'll do that, but let me finish up here. Let me finish until we get to the door, and then we'll end it out there. It's about to begin. The class trial is going to start. The final class trial. The last time all our lives will be on the line. The last time hope and despair are on the line. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. That was a good line to precede me taking a hydrate. I don't have a choice. I have to do this. Drink, sadly. Okay, then. This is the end. Alright. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna save it there. And then we will come back on tonight for Detroit Becoming Human. Wait, let me save it. So I don't have to do another 2.5 hours of this. Okay. Let me make sure. Deadly Life Investigation Nighttime is saved. Yes, sir. Alright. We are good to go. So, thank you for sticking around for I guess, part 1 of the end of Danganronpa. I will finish it in another stream. I was planning on doing it tonight, but I honestly forgot how long that investigation was. So, we'll do that in my next stream, probably tomorrow. And yeah, I hope you guys come back for tonight. We're gonna start Detroit Becoming Human. We're gonna figure that out somehow. Hey, Hank, we're gonna do Detroit soon. I'm gonna end my stream though, and then we can figure out how to set it up, because I literally can't figure it out. But let me put this up. Become human. Isn't it Becoming Human? Okay, well, whatever. Alright, anyway. Become. Alright, have a good one. You too. I hope you guys come back for tonight. It'll probably be within like an hour, hour and a half. If we can figure it